Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. I think there's a delay in the video. I don't know if there's a delay when I'm speaking or not in the video. I maybe need to reboot my computer after this, anyways. So today we're doing chapter 3, verse 38, and Arjun is continuing to ask that question: what happens to people if they start out with faith, but then they lose their faith after a while? What happens to them? Okay, so let's sing the verse together. कच्चिनो भयविभ्रष्टश्छिन्नाभ्रमेव नश्यति अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढो ब्रह्मणः पथि. Almighty arm Krishna. So he's calling Mahabaho. Krishna has been usually calling Arjun, but now Arjun is also calling Krishna Mahabaho. That's very interesting. Okay. Does not such a man who is bewildered from the path of transcendence fall away from both spiritual and material success and perish like a driven cloud with no position in any sphere? So what he's saying is, if this person has started with faith and has left it, then he's neither here nor there. He's neither in the material world nor in the spiritual world. So doesn't he fall away from both and perish like a cloud which is not a part of a bigger cloud, like just a small cloud which is a non-entity which just disappears? Okay, so let's do word by word. Kachit, whether, no, not both. Ubhaya, Vibrashta, deviated from. Torn, Chinna, Abraham, cloud. So the person who's deviated from both, is that person not whether torn like a cloud, evil like a cloud, and Nashchati, perishes without any position, Apratishtha, without any position, so basically with no position in any sphere. O Krishna, doesn't he get bewildered, Vimudha, Brahmana, on the path, Brahmanapati, on the path of transcendence, on the path of Brahmana? So he explains here, the Brahmanipati path is the path of transcendental realization through knowing oneself to be a spiritual in essence, part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, who is manifested as Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. So if an aspiring transcendentalist fails, then he apparently loses both ways. He can neither enjoy material happiness nor success. He has no position. He's like the broken of cloud. A cloud that deviates from a small cloud usually joins a big one. But if it cannot join a big one, then he's blown away and becomes a non-entity in the vast sky. That's exactly what Swami Mukundanand also says. Precisely the same thing. That the desire to attain success is natural to the Jeev, the living entity, which is the Jeev. And so it comes from being part of God, who is all perfect, and therefore the soul is also, since the soul is the same quality as God, the soul also wants to be perfect. So that's why we want to be successful, and success can be attained in material as well as spiritual. So if spiritualists fail, they are left with neither spiritual nor material assets. That's what Arjun is asking, at least. Thinking in this manner, Arjun asks whether their position is like a broken cloud, which breaks away from a group of clouds, becomes worthless. It doesn't provide shade, it doesn't increase in weight and have rain. It just blows in the wind and perishes like a non-entity in the sky. So Arjun asks whether the unsuccessful yogi suffers a similar fate with no position in any sphere. Okay, that's it for this verse. We'll do the next verse in the next video, chapter 6, verse 39. Wish you a day filled with spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.